Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's live stream coverage of some non-league Greater St. Helens League football action between the visiting Battleground Tigers and the Mark Morris Monarchs. It is the season opener and the ribbon-cutting ceremony for the new Longview Memorial Stadium here in Longview, as these two teams will do battle here in just a few minutes' time. Nick Sisson here on behalf of N2 Media. Appreciate everybody coming on out and watching the live stream tonight. And again, as I mentioned, festivities in the air here this evening at Longview Memorial Stadium, as the Mark Morris Monarchs and soon to be the R.A. Long Lumberjacks are going to break in some new sod here for everybody to enjoy. But it looks beautiful here tonight. We're going to have Vern Foster out there doing a presentation with the microphone. Not sure if we'll be able to hear what he's saying. More than likely we will. But Battleground comes into this one from the Greater St. Helens League 4A classification. They went 2-7 last season. They returned 22 starters and had a very, very good summer camp, and I'm not sure if they actually technically lost anything over the summer, but the reports are very, very good. A lot of expectations for Battleground to be in the hunt for a potential playoff berth out of that Greater St. Helens League 4A. Meanwhile, the Mark Morris Monarchs are looking to continue the momentum that they built as a program last season, going 8-2 overall, stumbling in the crossover matchup that they had against Black Hills at Woodland High School. And that was simply due to some very poor weather that ultimately moved that game from Longview down to Woodland. So there was really no true home field advantage for Mark Morris, and they ended up falling just short against the Wolves from Black Hills. But an 8-2 season, nothing to sneeze at. Back for the 21st year directing the Monarchs is head coach Sean Perkins. And Coach Perkins visited with me for a couple moments before the game here and said they got a lot of guys to replace off of last year's team. Maybe lost about 25 guys total, and then a couple of players that were eligible to play this season are not going to due to injury. And those are Dawson Morrow and Rylan Jewell. So the Monarchs are going to have a lot of new faces out there in the starting lineup. There are a few familiar faces sprinkled in, so we're just about set here for the ribbon cutting ceremony at the new Longview Memorial Stadium. Both teams lined up, anxiously awaiting. And it was a hot afternoon, early evening, kind of cooled off a little bit. A breeze has rolled in and out of here occasionally, keeping us all somewhat cooled down. But expect temperatures to drop down to about 75 to 72 later on throughout the matchup.
vision for this field and the benefits to the players and community would not be realized. artificial turf. The field is wide, allowing football players more room to get out the field of play. And it's the same with soccer. They have longer or more room to maneuver. Run long jump sand pit on the east end of the stadium for corner kicks, and it's a win-win situation for all. Weather will be less of a concern with Mark Morris and Long soccer and football teams using Longview Memorial 4 or 5 days a week. By the time the November rains hit, the grass field was in poor shape, which led to injury concerns. Now this field will allow the athletes to play all season long with less worries about injuries. In the next 3 years, there will be a new track put in, along with new bleachers on the visitor side and other modifications. When this is finished, it will be truly an amazing high school multi-purpose field used by both Mark Morris and R.I. Long High Schools. So now if you please look to the new video scoreboard at the west end of the stadium for a video of before and after this summer's construction. Pretty amazing video scoreboard. Garrett signed and Watchfire installed this video scoreboard, which is 15 feet tall and 30 feet wide. I guarantee you other school districts are going to see this and they'll want one for their schools as well. Now would you please welcome Longview School Superintendent Dr. Dan Zorn.
Thank you very much. I just want to thank everyone for being here tonight. This amazing new track field and scoreboard are the first phase of improvements to Memorial Stadium. With the track and field upgrade, our community now has one of the premier sports facilities in the area that will serve our community for decades to come. In the next 2 years, the main grandstand will get much needed repairs and upgrades, and a new visitors bleachers section will be installed. This beautiful facility has been made possible because of the support of all of you in the entire Longview community. The stadium improvements have been funded by the voter-approved capital projects levy. Thank you. Your support of our district students and its facilities is greatly appreciated. I also want to give a special thank you to our school board of directors for their support of this project. President Don Watala, Vice President Jennifer Leach, and Directors Barb Westrick, Crystal Moldenhauer, and Don Cox. I'd also like to thank Rick Parrish, Patty Bowen, Jason Reitz, and Kerry Burleson, and the members of our district's Facilities Advisory Committee, whose leadership and vision made this possible. And finally, a big thank you to all the coaches, staff members, and contractors who worked so hard to make this happen. You've done amazing work. Thank you again for your support of our schools and the students we serve. Let's have a great night. Go Monarchs!
Thank you, Dr. Zorn. We'll now have the ribbon cutting, and if the school board president, Mr. Don Watala, will come forward, and we will do that right now. We'll get some more pictures here, and then we will get this about done. And we get pictures. Okay. but it's our national anthem. Okay, we will have Dr. Zorn and Coach Sean Perkins. We will do the ceremony handoff, and we will get some pictures of this.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. Quite a ribbon cutting ceremony there. Gosh, that digital scoreboard, that looks really tech with the flag backdrop during the national anthem. And the numbers, time, everything up there is really, really nice as well. I would put my camera on it during the entire game. The only problem is, if there is a problem, is that they put it right behind the goalposts. So, you know, kind of always be looking at those goalposts in the way a little bit here. So I got the digital graphic going here. Don't have anybody to keep time on the digital graphic here. So bear with me. I'll just tell you how much time is left as we move along throughout the matchup. And again, it's Nick Sisson here on behalf of N2 Media. Thank you all for tuning in on my Facebook page and my YouTube channel. If you haven't done so yet, please hit the like button. Please hit the follow or subscribe button. If you're on Facebook, jump off and go over to YouTube real quick and just hit the subscribe button. I need to get subscribers. My goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers. So please help me out and get in there. I don't care if you actually want to watch this religiously. That includes YouTube Battleground fans. I'd like to welcome all the Battleground Tiger fans to the live stream comment section. All of the people who know what I do up here, they already know they need to type in where they're watching from and who they're rooting for. Fill up the comment section throughout here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, students as well. Battleground wearing some slick black tops and black bottoms with orange numbers, and Mark Morris in their home baby blue or Columbia blue. And then the dark blue pants as the captains are getting set to meet on the new L logo in the middle of the stadium. I see Leah Burns knows what to do. Hit the like button a couple minutes ago. Also saw that we had a comment come in for YouTube. Looked like the top B. I like the top B. And Miguel Bellissi, the Tiger fans know what's going on. Jake Moe, what's up, my man? Jody Wygant, there we go. So there is some stadium technical difficulties currently with the PA system in terms of announcing who the captains are heading out towards the center of the field. Looks like for Battleground, we've got number 4, Jacob Champagne. Perfect. I guess Jacob's brother's to my left right here. Am I pronouncing that right?
Yeah, Champagne. You got that
Champagne. Man, apparently I've done pretty good here, so Also, it looked like out there I saw a couple more 4s, 44. It's Cody Clark with an E at the end of Clark. Fancy spelling. Can't make out the other two, but they're backing up now. We got number 54, Cody Hunsinger. And Savelli Tachenko? Tachenko, we're going there. Yeah, okay, all right. There's your captains for Battleground here tonight. And for Mark Morris, quarterback number 7, Cade Warren. And number 45, Benjamin Whiteside. Number 66, Big Deshaun David. And it looks like rounding out the captains is number 31, Daniel Vandenberg. Kelsey, good job. Way to go onto the YouTube and hit Go Mark Morris or type in Go Mark Morris. And by the way, everybody, it's real easy. Just share this on your timeline or let your friends and family know that free football is back on N2 Media. By the way, I do appreciate everybody rolling with the subscription plan on Uscreen. At the end of the day, the Uscreen channel just costs me more money than I want to spend every month. And I'd rather have everybody watch for free and have the kids have the ability to go back and watch for free. So make sure you think of me during Christmas season and mail me a card or two. Or you could just, scoot me a little donation, see if I can get my Venmo or my PayPal or something like that. If you guys want to throw a buck my way or whatever at the end of it, I will gladly accept it so I have gas to get back and forth to these events. Again, Battleground taking on Mark Morris, non-league action season opener here at the new Longview Memorial Stadium. I'm so amped up. I forgot what happened during the coin toss, but it looks as if Battleground is in kickoff formation here, and the Monarchs will receive. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? They will be marching towards the end zone that has Mark Morris lovely paint in it, and also the logo on the far shadow side of the end zone. So looking pretty forward to this ball game here, everybody. Back deep to return, number 2, Brady Schlecht for Mark Morris, and as well as Asa Pineda. And doing the kickoff duties for the Tigers, Bryland Fick. And the whistle blows, and now it is just on the kickoff from Fick here to get us going, and there it is, end over end. And this one is fumbled backwards by Pineda all the way to the end zone. Pineda does not have to return it as it is touched down in the end zone. That's a touchback. Pineda catches a break. The Monarchs avoid potential disaster. So here we go. Mark Morris on offense for the first time this season. The home team with the rock. And the quarterback for the Monarchs, number 7, Cade Warren, taking over for departed Kellen Desbiens. First and 10 now. And a little option keeper here by Warren, and Warren gets beyond the initial line of scrimmage and is taken down at about the 25-yard line. All said and done, it's going to be about 5 yards there. That's going to bring up second down and 5. Warren, a wide receiver last season, did a pretty good job overall, but he also did some quarterback duties for the junior varsity a couple years ago. And sends a man in motion, and the ball's on the ground, and Warren is going to just dive on top of that one, and then he gets dove on, and Battleground's got their hands up saying that they've recovered that one. And it is indeed a recovery by the Tigers inside the 10-yard line. Oh, the Tigers get a huge break. That's going to bring up first down and goal for Battleground. So about a dream start here for the Tigers on the road. They kick off, they'll get the ball in the second half, and they are knocking on the doorstep right away. And we got a handoff inside, a flag is thrown. And the flag is going to go against Battleground. It's going to be a hold on the Tigers. So Battleground moving backwards here on their first play. Quarterback out there is number 2, Ethan Adams for the Tigers. Sophomore getting his first varsity start ever. Same could be said for the senior Cade Warren on the other side for Mark Morris, but the Tigers are going to lean heavily on Adams as they believe that he is the man capable of being a true dual threat. And he fakes a handoff, rolls near side, and a little pass out here is caught, and a tackle immediately just beyond the 20-yard line. That is Decker Bartell with the tackle for the Monarchs. Adams sends a man in motion, clears the line, rolls it to the left, and throws it back across his body, and the catch is made just at the 5, maybe the 4-yard line. And that looks like it is Angel Lopez with the catch. That's going to bring up 3rd and goal, and they do have this one marked at the 5-yard line. So Battleground gets all the penalty yards back. Looking to find pay dirt here in the early going. And it's an inside handoff. No one sees the reverse go inside. That is a Tigers touchdown. And that is number 20, Tristan Harrier for 6. That is a great play call there by Battleground. Now the Tigers on for the PAT. Fick will do the duties, and Champagne will do the holding. And a player late into the formation here on special teams for Battleground, but Fick ready to go. Snap is good, hold is down, kick is up, and it is good. 7-0 Tigers here at Longview Memorial Stadium. Again, fans, want to welcome everybody to the live stream broadcast. 9 minutes, 32 seconds to go here, first quarter. Battleground recovering a fumble inside the 10-yard line. And despite a 10-yard holding call that went against them on the first snap of their drive, Tigers end up getting 6 thanks to the inside handoff touchdown run by Tristan Harrier for 5 yards. Fans, the RA Long Lumberjacks are in action tonight, taking on another local team from the 1A classification, the Castle Rock Rockets. We will try to provide score updates on that one for everybody who's not already over there watching that game and peeping in on this one at the same time. So the Tigers with a 7-0 lead, ready to kick off once again. And the kick from Fick is angled towards Pineda, and Pineda receives it and cuts it up inside on the hashes, makes one man miss, and he is swung down at the 40-yard line. So a nice return there by Asa Pineda. Set the Monarchs up with good field position to start their second drive, and they will just be looking to avoid catastrophe here, as the first drive resulted in a turnover on a snap that was low and got underneath Warren. Initially, it did look like Warren jumped on it, but upon jumping on it, the ball must have just squirted off of his body, because the Tigers were Johnny on the spot. And another low snap and an inside handoff. And a little bit of running room, but gets plugged up fairly quickly after a gain of about 3 yards or so. And toting the rock there on that play for the Monarchs is number 32. That is Kenneth Mullen with his first carry. Second down and 6, ball on the 44-yard line. Warren in the shotgun has a man in motion, and this is a handoff inside. And crossing the 45 once again is Mullen. So Mullen with back-to-back carries. They're going to give him 2 yards. And it's going to be 3rd and 4, and we're going to have a substitution here. Coming off is number 5 for the Tigers. That is Angel Lopez. So Lopez appeared to be grabbing that left leg, maybe in that hamstring region, or maybe there's an equipment malfunction, but either way, Tigers one starter down here on this crucial 3rd down in the early portion of the game. Man in motion, and it's a pitch out to the motion man and cutting it up, but getting driven out of bounds just in front of the 50-yard line is the ball carrier, Asa Pineda. See what the Monarchs opt to do here on 4th and short. Looks to be about 4th and 2, and looks to be that we've got a few substitutions coming in here. Wondering if the Monarchs are going to go heavy and potentially go for this one or opt to punt it away. It looks as if Warren is coming off here. And it's going to be heavy formation, backup quarterback out there. So the Monarchs are going to go for it here, and it's a toss play. And a second effort. Doesn't look like it's going to get there. That is going to go nowhere. The Tigers are going to take over after a turnover on downs. Monarchs come up empty on their second possession here. So it looks like the PA system was recently worked on and now works once again here at Longview Memorial. Maybe that'll jumpstart the Monarchs in some fashion here, but the Tigers have got to be feeling really good. 7:12 to go here, opening quarter. And Battleground with the lead and the ball, and they are in plus territory to start this drive as well. Motion man receives a handoff. It's a little fly sweep and a broken tackle, and stood up, driving forward. Battleground is going to pick up, it looks like, about 8 yards. And that is going to be Saveli Tachenko. I said it earlier correctly, but it looks more intimidating the second time you see it on paper. Motion man, fake to the motion man, and this is a keeper, and some running room down the middle. Adams is going to cross the 30-yard line down inside there at the 27-yard line maybe. But a first down carry, and that's what the Battleground coaching staff likes about Adams, is his ability to move. And the Battleground's going fast here. Fake motion man again, and then outside and out of bounds goes Adams. Monarchs have got to be aware of that inside handoff coming back that way. The Tigers are doing a great job of utilizing misdirection at the line of scrimmage, bringing motion across and a lot of fakes. Second man coming inside. That first drive, a touchdown was scored off that action with Tristan Harrier as he waltzed in from 5 yards. Not a Monarch in sight. Motion clears the line. We got shotgun with 2 backs here. And it's an inside handoff. And some running room beyond the 20-yard line down at the 15. That's Cody Clark with an E. But it's looking tough for the Monarchs here early. Battleground quick to the line. And it's a handoff to Clark. And Clark gets out to the 10. And his momentum takes him down at about the 8-yard line. It's going to be short of a first down. But the Tigers are going to have to go backwards here, unfortunately, after the play. They got a illegal formation called against them. It's going to be 5 yards backwards. And those plays right there you want to avoid. Obviously, penalties and turnovers can be a killer. The Tigers were able to overcome a 10-yard penalty on their first possession inside the 10-yard line. A good break for Mark Morris, a chance to rest. Defense huffing and puffing out there as Tigers are ready to go once again. And we got a handoff coming near side, and we got a flag, and I don't think that the Tigers got set. Yeah, illegal shift is called, 2 men moving at the same time. Battleground's going with one of those offset tight ends who's turned back inside. That's kind of a staple in like a wing T type formation. They're running a lot of shotgun here and moving a lot of guys around, making the Monarchs' eyes constantly have to search for where the ball is going. Got empty formation. Clark is split off on the near side, but motion comes from the far side. We got a screen set up, and the pass is complete. Tripped up at the 20-yard line and marked down at the 18. That looks like it is Grayson Gamby on the reception. They got 2nd down and 12 marked here. Motion, Clark carries, sweeping left, jukes inside, goes outside, pushed out of bounds just in front of the marker. It's going to be really close to a first down here. And it is going to be marked short. Be about 3rd down and 1. Battleground taking a little bit more time here to get the play off.
3rd down, 2 yards to go. Monarch faithful, let's hear it. It's 3rd down.
Adams with it back to his left, gives it to the back, and it's going to be a touchdown. Battleground into the end zone is Jacob Champagne. Battleground on top now, 13-0 here at Longview Memorial. A lot of momentum here for the Tigers in the early going of the ball game. 4:36 to go. Score update in the comment section from Brittany Brown. The RA Long Lumberjacks on top of Castle Rock, 6-0 with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. And the PAT is up and good from Fick, 14-0 Tigers. What a start here for the visitors from Battleground. Don't call it Vancouver, folks. What a start here for Battleground. Touchdowns here in the first quarter, both on the ground. Jacob Champagne, 5'10", 180-pound senior running back. Fans, next Friday night, the RA Long Lumberjacks, as I just mentioned them, they will get their chance to open up Longview Memorial Stadium. They take on the Mercer Island Islanders. Hey, there's an original name. Kickoff at 7 o'clock at Longview Memorial Stadium. But RA Long in action tonight at Castle Rock. Still plenty more here in this ball game, though. 4:36 to go first quarter. The Tigers with 2 tutties in their back pocket. Fick walks it up and boots it. This one's angled towards Schlecht, and Schlecht receives it and is out to the 20 near side, and he is ridden out of bounds at the 25. So Mark Morris back on offense for the 3rd time here in the quarter. Looking down the barrel at the sun here as it is beginning to set. The shadows are getting longer here on the new turf at Longview Memorial. They got this one marked officially at the 26-yard line. Cade Warren back out there. And out of the shotgun, it is a pitch out to the right side, and nothing doing outside. A host of Tigers is there to stand up the ball carrier. Kenneth Mullen going nowhere but backwards, as that one is going to lose about 5, maybe 6 on the play. Battleground fans, let's hear it in the live stream comment section. Your team's up 14-0 right now. Got to be liking what you see. A team that was 2-7 last year started a bunch of underclassmen, and that is paying dividends here so far in the first quarter. Again, a long way to go in this one, but early indications is that Battleground is a load to deal with here. Rolling to the near side, back to pass, and the catch is made out here, and it's going to be about 4 or 5 yards short of the first down. But Decker Bartell, folks in the Mark Morris and Kelso community have heard that last name for a long time. Younger brother of Langston Bartell, who graduated off of last year's team, makes the reception. Credit him with about 11, 12 yards on the play. 3rd down coming. Elmer, what is up, my guy? Appreciate you tuning in. 3:38 to go. Clock stopped on the last play. Shotgun, and we got early movement off the right side, and that is going to go against Mark Morris. Bradley Lewis is going to be the guilty party there, so 5 yards backwards. Kyle, great instincts. The Battleground sophomore QB looks like a dude to keep an eye on. Absolutely. He's got some swag out there, and he's doing a really good job of carrying out the ball fakes in the backfield. A lot of deception and very quick. Looking like another quarterback from down in the, well, we won't say Vancouver area, but in the area, the Washougal Panthers with Holden B. They kind of wear the same colors. Motion. Pineda is the motion man. Fake inside, and we got a pass, and wide open, making the catch, crossing midfield. That is a great play fake there. Great ball delivered by Warren. Daniel Vandenberg making the catch. That is a first down, a big play. Jade DeFreitas says, "Go Tigers," in all caps with some exclamation points. Like I said, a lot to be excited about, Tiger fans. And the Monarch fans with something to cheer about as well there. Clock running, 3:15 to go first quarter. What do you think about them digital sticks over there? I don't know if you guys can see it, but they got digital yard signs or whatever you would call them over there. It's pretty slick here. They're good. Way they balled out. Inside handoff. This is, ooh, yikes. Mullen is going to get the carry, but he kind of got rolled up on there. Moving backwards, had a tackler bearing down on him. Credit Mullen with 2 yards. Shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 motion man coming behind the line. Inside handoff, and this is Mullen trying to bounce outside. Hurdles, but he is ridden out of bounds. And we've got a player for Battleground who had his helmet removed during the play and heading over to the officials and letting them hear about it. Said, hey, I didn't take this off voluntarily. That was number 99, Ethan Nelson. But Mullen with back-to-back carries, no gain on the play. And the Monarchs have changed it up here at quarterback. We got number 9, Nate Stevens in there. Warren now in at wide receiver, currently in the slot. Stevens looks that way and pumps. Now a swing pass, it's nearly picked off with one hand out here, but it's still going to be a pass defended, and that's number 56, Jacob DeFreitas. Probably makes Jade pretty happy there. I'm assuming there's some relation. It's going to bring up 4th down and 8, and the Monarchs look to be making some substitutions that indicate they're going to kick this one away. Jake Moe with the end of the first quarter update. Jack 6, Rockets nothing. Uh-oh, upset alert. I might be staring 0-2 right down the barrel in the Pigskin Profits. Isaiah Guy in to punt the ball away for Mark Morris. And we got a flag, and it's a low punt. And that one is going to bounce into the end zone with the Monarchs paint on it. But let's check on the flag here. As it stands, it would be a touchback at the 20. And it looks like it's going to be a legal formation against Mark Morris. See if Battleground wants to add the 5 at the end of the kick, or if they want to make him re-kick it here. Jade confirms that Mama's dancing. The live stream is specifically for Mamas, Papas, aunties, uncles. So the Tigers are going to make him kick it again here. Tigers missing a few players out there, but now out there to receive. And Guy gets this one away, and it is fielded. Returner going nowhere, but the field position still improves. That was Kachenko on the return. Battleground will have it spotted at the 27-yard line. $1:38 to go here in the opening quarter. Again, fans, if you haven't done so yet, hit the like button, hit the follow or subscribe. It's not hard. And we got a handoff that's blown up in the backfield. A couple Monarchs are in there immediately. Looks like the first there was Eamon Flemons. Mark Dykstra hit the like button. See, Mark, it's not hard. It's super easy. Spike don't play with girls. That's a Little Giants reference for those that don't know. Snap, fake handoff, pass, and a move, and a block. Tigers have been chewing up yards on the ground. Nice decision there by Adams to pull that one out. That's Kachenko again for the Tigers on the reception. He's got a couple so far in this one. Tigers going quick. Shotgun, fake handoff, rolling to the near side as Adams looking downfield, throwing downfield. And a man is there making the catch downfield and stepping out of bounds. It looks like he's going to be marked out at about the 23-yard line. That is Angel Lopez with the reception. He's got a couple of those as well. All Tigers here in the first quarter. 38 seconds to go now. Monarchs with their hands on their hips, looking to the sideline. And we got motion, and it's an inside handoff, and a blocker out in front. And the Tigers just continue to move downhill. There's two number 20s on my roster. I'm all of a sudden regretting it. Is that Harrier or the other one? Is that Jordan Young or Harrier? Yeah, Jordan Young. So correction, Jordan Young is 20. There's two 20s on my roster. That's crazy. So my apologies from earlier. The first touchdown scored was Jordan Young. And we've got a handoff on the inside. And bouncing it outside, a race to the pylon. And it looks like the Monarchs are going to keep the Tigers out of the end zone for now as the quarter is going to expire. That's Artem Banyuk with the carry. And that is going to do it for the first quarter here at Longview Memorial. Teams are going to flip sides of the field, and hopefully for the Monarchs' sake, they're going to flip results as the Tigers dominated that first quarter. 14-0 battleground heading into the second period. The Monarchs going to have to dig down deep here and see what they can do to keep the Tigers out of the end zone and keep themselves in the ball game within striking distance. Ready to go here now for the second quarter. Adams is going to pull this one down, and he is stopped just short of the goal line. Looks to be a gain of about 6. But it's going to bring up first and goal from the 1. Adams hands it off. Ball's on the ground, and it's loose. And the indicator says Mark Morrison. They do come up with the football. Oh, my goodness. What a turn of events there. That is exactly what the Monarchs need if they are going to survive the onslaught that they have faced so far in the early portion of the ball game. Unable to secure the rock there was Banyuk. So the Monarchs get a gift in the form of a fumble at the 3-yard line. They are happy to take the poor field position here. 11-17 to go. And now the crowd looking to get into it. Chance of let's go Monarchs. And it looks as if the Monarchs are going to go with Nate Stevens here for the time being at quarterback. And Warren is still out there at a wide receiver as we've got a handoff going inside. The Monarchs just trying to get out of trouble land here.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
2 yards awarded to the Monarchs. Couldn't see who had got the carry there on that play. But full house formation here, and this ball's on the ground. And the Tigers have it, and they're gonna go touchdown here. The Tigers come away with the football. That is the second turnover by Mark Morris in the ball game, both of them via fumble. The Monarchs give it right back, and the Tigers now on top 20-0. Extra point coming. And the hold is good, kick is up, and it is good also. 21-0 Battleground on top. Just when it looked like the Monarchs might be able to grab a little bit of momentum into the second quarter, the Tigers get it all right back, and they now lead by 3 touchdowns and 3 extra points. 11:04 to go here in the second quarter of action. Fans, the last score update that I just got here at Longview Memorial was the R.A. Long Lumberjacks 12 and the Castle Rock Rockets nothing. Love to see it. New quarterback for R.A. Long, Tremaine Jenkins. Love to see what's going on in that one. Obviously, Jake's got to be watching that game. Or he's just dedicated on Twitter right now, which is okay as well, Jake. So the Tigers in kickoff formation here again. And it's going to be, I believe, Pineda on the return here. And he is down at about the 27-yard line. So here we go again, the Monarchs with possession, still looking for their first touchdown here at the new Longview Memorial Stadium. They trail 21-0 here early second quarter. And now we've got whistles and we've got flags. And it looks like we actually might have a timeout granted, and we do. So a timeout called from the sidelines. Well, fans, our next live stream is scheduled for Tuesday, and it's already Civil War volleyball. R.A. Long taking on the Mark Morris Monarchs, 7 o'clock Tuesday. So be sure to mark your calendars for the early Civil War action here in the 2023 fall sports season.
First down, 10 yards to go for the Monarchs at their own 27-yard line.
And we are ready to go again, and we've got a run play to Asa Pineda, and he is short of the 30-yard line, short gain of about 2.
Tackle made by number 5, Angel Lopez of the Tigers.
Kelsey types in, let's go Monarchs. Yeah, they're going to need some encouragement. Three running backs in the backfield. The ball's on the ground again. And the Tigers indicate that they've got it. And they do. Monarchs having some problems here in the early parts of the 2023 campaign. Their third turnover via fumble. And there's still 10-13 to go here in the second quarter. Now the defense gonna have to try to come up big here for Mark Morris. Battleground with the ball and all the momentum. Last possession, recovering a fumble in the end zone for a touchdown. Motion and back to pass and some pressure, rolling and now tucking and running. Adams gets by one and gallops across the 20-yard line. It's going to be a first down, and now we've got a flag late. Some extracurricular, perhaps.
First down inside the 20, flag down after the play.
Jake gives me the update, says La Center 19, Hawkinson nothing. Not surprised. Yeah, that's definitely where I was going with that one. And we got a personal foul here after the play. It's going to be called against the Tigers. This is going to be 15. So it's after the play. So I believe that that should still be 1st and 10. Oh, my graphic says first quarter. You have to apologize. I have to apologize. It's actually the second quarter. So the Tigers ultimately will have it. They say first down and 10 from the 33. And a pass out of the backfield, a little wheel route, and it's caught. And a block, and a move inside, and a touchdown, Tigers.
That's good for a Battleground touchdown.
all in all, it's 34 yards. Number 4, Jacob Champagne with his second touchdown of the ball game. And Battleground extends their lead now 27-0. Great run after the catch there. And the kick from Fick is up and good. 28-0. Battleground on top here in the inaugural ball game at Longview Memorial Stadium with the field turf. And Mark Morris knew that they were going to be replacing quite a few guys off of last year's team that took second place in the Greater St. Helens League and won 8 games. These two teams played last year down in Battleground, and the Monarchs came away with a 45-24 victory. Tigers apparently have short memory and are returning the favor to the Monarchs here so far, spoiling the party as of now, 28-0. Still a lot of ball game left. 9:46 to go still in the second quarter. That could be good or bad for Mark Morris. Obviously, the game doesn't end now, so it's good for them to continue to have a chance to start to chip away at the lead and just get some positive plays under their belt. Fick walks up and boots this one, and we got whistles, so we're going to go back and do it again. And it's going to be a 5-yard penalty on the Tigers. So the Tigers kick it off, and this one's low and rolling on the ground, picked up at about the 37-yard line. And a dog pile just inside the 45, probably mark it down at about the 43, 44. So the Monarchs back to work here. 3 turnovers so far in the ball game. Motion coming to the near side, and we got a handoff. Crossing the 45 and down at about the 47 is Kenneth Mullen. Mullen is credited with a long 3. 2nd down and 7. What a great start here in this ball game for the Tigers of Battleground. Jacob Champagne with 2 touchdowns so far in the ball game, including that last 36-yarder. And it looks as if Warren is back in there, and he keeps it. And he is drugged down and rolled up on, actually, and some extra tacklers in there late. Looks like it's going to be no gain, maybe 1. Warren gets up okay. He kind of had his momentum pulled backwards there and held up for an extra second or two. 8:33 clock running here as the Monarchs are just short of midfield. Oh, yeah. No, it's incredible. Third and 5. Shotgun motion coming the near side, and we've got flags. And it's going to be a false start against Mark Morris. So third and manageable becomes third and long.
Ball placed right inside the 45-yard line. Make that the 44 of Mark Morris.
So here we go, third down and 10 for the Monarchs. Warren back in there at quarterback on this drive, gets a low snap, fakes, now he's rolling. He's got a little bit of room here. He's got 2 tacklers, and oh, wow, there is a great open field tackle right there.
Short pickup for Mark Morris. Bring up fourth down.
That was number 19, Noah Curry. And the Monarchs are going to send in the special teams. 7:18 to go, second quarter. Isaiah Guy on to punt it away for Mark Morris. Vandenberg confused, and he comes off. And it's a low snap, picked up. Guy punts this one away low, and it is picked up, coming back towards the near sideline, and a little bit of room now back towards the far sideline, wrapped up and diving for the 40-yard line. Going to come up just a little bit short is Angel Lopez. So good field position for Battleground, which has been a theme so far here in the first half. 6:47 to go, second quarter. 28-0, Tigers on top. Jake Moe says, after one quarter, Yelm at canvas, it's scoreless. Woo! Papermakers looking to give Yelm a fight. The defending 3A champions, as we do have a player down on the field for Mark Morris back inside the 30-yard line on the near sideline out of our picture. Coach Perkins over there checking on his fallen player, and haven't had a chance to see who that is quite yet. And it looks like the down player is up and able to walk off, and that is Carson Munger.
Battleground football, their own 38-yard line. First and 10, Battleground.
So after the injury timeout, we are ready to go here. Battleground ball, first and 10 at the 38-yard line. Fake handoff, pass across the middle, catch, and looking for some extra yardage, breaking a couple tackles and still moving across midfield. And that is Boniek with the catch and run. They got this one spotted at the 43-yard line of Mark Morris, so it's going to be a first down. First and 10. Tigers moving quick. Fake handoff, little bubble screen Boniek again with it. Jump cuts and makes a man miss, and second man is able to swing him down at about the 39-yard line is where they're going to spot this one. It'll be second down, 6:03 to go second quarter. Hard to believe we're just halfway through the second still, as it is 7:52 Pacific time. But the Tigers are on their way to a very impressive victory here, potentially. Still got another half of football to go, but this Tiger team looks like it's going to give a lot of teams problems. We got an inside handoff here, and it's going to be a short gain. Champagne with the carry. He's got 2 touchdowns receiving so far, looking to add one on the ground. No, wait, I take that back. His first touchdown was a rushing touchdown, wasn't it? Yeah. I think so. If you don't know the answer, then you can't say that because you have to claim that I don't know him. I don't know who that guy is. Third down and 4 for the Tigers. And rolling to the far side, Adams throwing. And that one is on the money, but it is not hauled in. It is incomplete. That's a good throw by Adams. If this were a different ball game, he might be a little upset the receiver didn't come up with that one, but the Tigers are in plus territory, and it's fourth down and a long 4. See if they opt to go for it here and try to keep the offense on the field. Motion man clears the line. Adams throwing out to the motion man. It's a low throw. It's dug out, but the Monarchs come up with the stop. Turnover on downs. Out there defending the play, it was Decker Bartel. So the Monarchs with something to feel good about here. 4:51 to go second quarter. They trail 28-0. The difference in the ball game so far has just been the turnovers. Mark Morris killing themselves so far by giving the ball away. They've got 3 fumbles lost in this one, and one of them recovered inside the 10-yard line on the first possession of the game, and then the third one recovered in the end zone by the Tigers for a touchdown. So if the Monarchs can maybe just avoid the play that, is giving them the most problems so far, they might be right there in this ball game. And we got a toss out to the near side, and stood up for a loss of 1 is Mullen. Host of tacklers there. So it's going to be a loss of 1, maybe no gain. Champagne credited with the tackle. Motion man towards the far side. Inside handoff. Mullen is patient. Waits for the play to develop, and he is pushed out of bounds. Nice run there by Mullins. And they've got him marked out at about the 43. And it looks like they've got about third down and 3 here. Awful quiet in that live stream comment section. I figured the Tiger fans would be going crazy here. And a motion to the near side. Warren gives the handoff. Mullen pushes off of his blocker, escapes a tackle, and he's swung towards the marker. And I think forward progress is going to give him about an extra yard there, and still going to be short. It'll be 4th and 1. I'd expect the Monarchs to go for it here, down 28-0. And the Monarchs are going to go for it here. 4th and 1 in the shotgun. Motion coming to the near side. And it's Mullen, and Mullen is going to be stopped in the backfield. Never able to get going. Back there in on the tackle is Cody Hunsinger, one of the captains for the Tigers. Battleground will take over 1st and 10. And they'll have this one spotted at the Monarchs' 44-yard line. Jake Keller says, let's go. I'm a senior at Battleground. All right, Jake, thanks for being here, buddy. Looking for that R.A. Long update here. Let's go. Who's on that? Last update, 12-0 Lumberjacks. And it looks like we're going to have a delay of game called against Battleground. So the Tigers going 5 yards backwards. And we've got a fake handoff and flipping it out. One-handed catch out here. And a tackle broken. Tigers doing some very, very positive things here tonight. That's Champagne with the one-handed stab and breaking a tackle. And it looks like that's going to be credited for a gain of about 4. Second down and 11. And a pass out to the top, and one man misses, crossing the 40-yard line. And that's Kachenko with the catch. 3rd down and 5, gain of 6 on the catch. Ethan Adams, sophomore quarterback with his team in great position so far tonight. He probably couldn't have drawn up a better first start of your career. As motion goes across and Adams rolls to the near side looking to pass and delivers the ball downfield, and it is caught. That is Lopez with the catch at the 25-yard line. What a throw on the run against his body by Ethan Adams. 2:08 to go here in the quarter. The Tigers with a commanding lead, 28-0, looking for more. And Adams starting to throw it around the yard here. Empty formation, and we've got motion, and it's a handoff near side. Champagne with the carry. It's going to be a gain of about 4. So 2nd and 6. Clock running now, minute 40 to go. Tigers still getting in and out of the huddle quickly as we've got motion, and it's a handoff. Blockers out in front. Cut outside, and it's going to be down to about the 5-yard line. And that's Jordan Young with the carry. There is a flag, though, back down just inside the 15, and they're going to get holding against the Tigers here, it looks like. And they are walking this one backwards 10 yards for holding. So this is going to be spot foul at the 15, marked back to the 25. One of the few things that has not gone Battleground's way so far here in the ball game. Clock running now under a minute 30 to go, first half. And it looks like they've got this one officially second down and 11. Adams rolls to the right. Pressure coming from behind. Throws back across the middle. Catch is made. One man misses. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. 34-0. Great vision there by Adams as he is just throwing it around the yard so far here tonight. Minute 11 to go here in the first half. Not the opening ceremonies that the Monarchs were hoping for here. As the kick is up and good. Thick 5 for 5 on PATs. The Tigers lead this one 35-0 here at Longview Memorial. Again, a minute 11 to go just before the half. That was Grayson Gamby with the catch and the touchdown for Battleground. Score update from Castle Rock. It's R.A. Long 12, Castle Rock 7, and from up in Lacey, Timberline 9, Kelso nothing. So if all those scores hold up, that would mean I'm 0 for 3 on the local teams. Yikes, what a debut. Well, the Monarchs with 71 seconds to possibly get something going here before heading into the locker room. And the kickoff is dropped, picked up, and this looks like Brady Schlecht. And Schlecht, patient, breaks a tackle and gets across the 30-yard line, and he is dropped at about the 32. So all in all, fairly good return there for Brady Schlecht. Now a minute 3 to go as the Monarchs will start this drive, looking to get something going. Low snap, and it's handed off. Mullen bouncing it outside, tripped up, and he's going to get 3 yards. See if they have him marked down inbounds. It looks like they do. Clock winding at 47 seconds currently. It's going to bring up second down and 8 for the Monarchs. And in at quarterback, Nate Stevens again. Motion man is Warren. Stevens hands it. Mullen looked like he put his knee down on the turf while trying to cut it upfield. And he's going to lose 2 on the play. And the clock now under 10 seconds. That's going to be the final play of the first half. What a first half it was for the visiting team from Battleground, Washington. The Tigers are prowling all half long here as they are going to head into the locker room with a 35-0 lead. What a first half it was for basically all fashion of football that you could possibly be a fan of. If you like throwing the ball, you saw that. If you like running the ball, you saw that. If you like turnovers, you saw that. A little bit of everything from the Tigers there in that first half. 2 touchdowns through the air for Adams. What a start it's been for him, the sophomores. We've got the Mark Morris cheer staff out here. So I'm going to take a quick audio timeout, and we'll have the Monarch cheer staff for you at the half. 35-0 Battleground.
Senior Taylor Mann.
All right, everybody, back here almost for the second half. 3.5 minutes until the clock expires. Hayden says he missed the Kelso score. Oh, man. 9-0 Timberline. Kelso is losing there, Hayden, which is not good for me because I picked him to win, which is probably why the results going down right now. Yeah, things not looking so good here for the Monarchs at the half. 35-0 Battleground, and big reason why Battleground has had a lot of success is the sophomore quarterback getting his first start in varsity Battleground action. Ethan Adams tossing 2 touchdowns and in full command of the offense, doing a great job of carrying out the play fakes and managing the motion men. Jacob Champagne with 2 touchdowns for Battleground, 1 on the ground, 1 through the air. We've also got a touchdown for Jordan Young and number 10, Grayson Gamby. But there's been a lot of different options for Battleground so far in the ball game. Also seen some positive plays from Artem Banyuk and Angel Lopez, number 5. Cody Clarkey, number 44. I hope you're right, Hayden. I really do. But Timberline not in a good mood, apparently, as the Monarchs are back out on the field. Battleground as well, just on the opposite side. But beautiful new turf here at Longview Memorial Stadium. Nice video scoreboard in the background there where the Monarchs are at in the west end zone. The Monarch end zone, we should say. But the Tigers can basically do no wrong here at Longview Memorial Stadium. 35-0 so far in this one. By the way, fans, if you haven't done so yet, do so. Hit the like button. Hit the follow button. Not difficult. Super easy. On YouTube, hit the subscribe button. Again, my goal, 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. Like I said, I don't care if you don't watch it ever again. Just hit the subscribe button. It helps us get the live stream links out to more people. Free to watch throughout the entire year. Got a lot of different games coming your way in the fall 2023 schedule. The schedule is posted on our website, n2media.tv. That is n2media.tv. WF West on top 13-7 according to my man Jake Moe. Ridgefield keeping it close. Tyson wanted to, my buddy Tyson from Pigskin Profits, the podcast version, wanted to switch his pick from WF West to Ridgefield today. Well, maybe Tyson was on to something. Nevertheless, the record will show he picked WF West to win. Hayden did a great job following directions. He hit the like button on Facebook. Hayden, you got to go to YouTube now. You got to hit the like button and the follow button there. N2 Media on YouTube as well. Got some Tiger fans on YouTube. Jake Keller doesn't seem to care too much for Mark Morris. Neither do the football players, apparently, because they're putting it on the Monarchs here, 35-0, 30 seconds to go until the start of the second half.
Once again, we have a winning ticket.
You know, it doesn't get much better for Mark Morris here. They got to kick off to start the second half. Battleground deferred to the second half. Came away with a fumble recovery on the Monarchs' second play on the first drive. Converted that into a touchdown. Geraldo Boy, my man, I love it. Holla, holla, holla. So for the first time tonight, the Monarchs are in kickoff formation to start the second half, 12 minutes of action. And as is a rule in the state of Washington, if the score gets above 40, then we will have a running clock as the ball is on the turf and it's picked up at the last minute here. This is Bonyuk on the return, still moving across the 35-yard line. You give me 3 positives about the Monarchs that I will like, follow, and share. I'll give you 3 positives pretty easily. I'll tell you what, the running back, Kenneth Mullins, he's a guy who does not go down easily. He's going to be a tough running back to deal with for the opposition. Number 2, if the Monarchs just took care of the football in this game, it'd be a completely different game. And the third thing I would say about it is they're young. They're replacing 25 guys, and they're going to get a lot of experience from the younger guys as we are ready to go. So there's my 3 positives. And a shot downfield, hard to see with the glare here, with the lights coming right down on my camera, but pass was incomplete anyway. Didn't screw it up that badly. But there you go, Dewey. There's my 3 positives. Whether or not you believe they're positives, I don't know. That's what I'd go with. And a handoff coming to the near side. And not going too far there is the ball carrier. That's Jordan Young. Or Harrier. There's 2 20s on the roster. I'm just going to say that right now. Sorry, Battleground fans, since there's 2 20s here. And kind of in the same boat. Adams rolling to the far side, and it's picked off. So the Monarchs come away with a turnover. It's about the first bad play that Adams has had so far in the ball game.
Intercepted by the Monarchs. That'll be a Monarch first down. Turnover.
And speculation here, it looks like Nate Stevens on the interception. There's a positive for you, Dewey.
Picked up on a 4-kicker, Martell.
10:58 to go, third quarter. Monarchs with the ball. And Warren back out there at quarterback. And it's a handoff. And this is Mullins coming outside again. Like I said, tough to bring down. All of that for a gain of maybe 2.
Short gain of 2 on the play. Second down, 8 yards to go for the Monarchs. Ball sits on the 44-yard line, close to the 45.
So Kenneth Mullen looking to churn out some yards on the ground for the Monarchs. Young is 20, Harrier is 22. I love it. Okay, yep, that's what Champagne's brother up here told me. Keeper here by Warren, and Warren is close to the marker. Looks like he's going to be about 2 yards short. Gain of 6. What a no-scope. Yeah, I like the name. There we go. I appreciate you looking out. What a no-scope. It's been a no-scope first half for Battleground here in the second half. Mark Morris looking to churn out some positives and already generating a turnover on defense and moving the ball forward, third down and short. Motion behind the line, and it's a pitch to the motion man coming near side. And the ball comes loose, fumbled out of bounds. Crossing the 50-yard line is the ball carrier, and that's Asa Pineda. Pineda helped up by a couple teammates, and this is going to be a no gain, it looks like. Maybe a loss of 1 yard. They're going to go no gain here, so it's going to be fourth down and 2. I gotta say, fans in the live stream comment section, doing a great job. Keeper, Warren, initially spun backwards, and it looks like he's gonna be short according to the far sideline official coming in. And the near sideline official seems to back that up. It is gonna be a turnover on downs. Battleground takes over. So the Monarchs can't do anything with it after generating the turnover. .8:43 to go, third quarter. Battleground back to work. And a little quick pass out to the flat, maybe a gain of 1. And it's Jacob Champagne with the reception. Motion behind the line. Adams swings it out to the motion man. A little block out here in front too, and miss on a big hit attempt. This is Boniek, and Boniek is wrestled out of bounds after crossing the 40-yard line in Monarch territory. So Boniek able to generate a first down for Battleground in plus territory. 38 yards from Pater. 35-0. Not a mistake on your screen. And we've got a double handoff inside. This is Clarkey coming back toward the far sideline. And Clarkey is going to pick up about 6. Maybe 5. It looks like 6. Scoreboard says second and 5. Inside handoff. Clarkey keeps himself up and gets cleaned up from behind, but that forward momentum is going to get him across the line to gain. It's going to be a Tiger first down. Give him 6 yards. Geraldo Boy doesn't like the play calling there, but who am I, right? Yeah, who are we? Don't know. I mean, we're just here. And now we've got an inside handoff. There's a positive play for the Mark Morris defense. Looks like Carson Munger in there for the tackle. So second down, and it looks to be about 13 here. And we got a fake handoff, a keeper, and the Monarchs do a great job of sniffing that play out. Adams goes backwards. So back-to-back plays resulting in a loss. We haven't said that very often tonight for the Tigers. It's going to be about third down and a long 14. Call it 15. Jake Moe with the update. Ari Long 19, Castle Rock 7. Let's go. Fake handoff, pass up to the top, and one tackle broken. And we got a potential first down. Flags, though, so let's see. We got 3 flags that come in. This looks like it's going to come back here. It almost looked like at the tail end that there might be a face mask against Mark Morris, but looked to be that 3 officials all saw a hold right around the 26-yard line, and that is the indication. And that'll be a spot holding foul, 10 yards from the spot. So the Tigers will move backwards. A scoreless third quarter so far. 5:15 to go in the quarter. Adams bear down on, steps up beautifully, and now running with it. Shakes off 2 tacklers, and he is finally brought down in front of the marker just at about the 20-yard line, but some good shifty moves. Again, we talked with some of the coaches up here for the Tigers before the game, as we do have a Monarch player down on the field, but they really like the dual threat ability for Adams, and it is Carson Munger again, who was down earlier in the ball game back in the first half, and he is still on the turf. It looks like the Battleground training staff the first to him, and it looks like head coach Sean Perkins is going to head out there and check on his player once again. Geraldo. Is it Geraldo or Geraldo? I like Geraldo better. But yeah, field goal range. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. It's a coin flip. I would also like Geraldo too. I mean, both of them are good. And Munger is helped up. And just under 40 points to keep the clock from rolling. Yikes, out for blood here tonight. Well, I do like a good trash talk game. But a lot of things to like if you're a Battleground fan here tonight and a Battleground player. And it looks like that we're going to get some help from one of the Monarchs' assistant coaches here to carry Munger off the field. This is definitely world's strongest man attempt here, and got to give him a lot of credit. That is awesome. And the Tigers are ready to go here. Adams checking back over to the sideline here momentarily. Tight formation. And it is going to be an inside handoff. And it's Champagne, and Champagne churns the legs forward, stopped just short of the 15-yard line. That's going to bring up first and goal now. Tigers not interested in field goals tonight. Touchdowns only. Quick snap, handoff, running room, juke, outside juke, inside, stiff arm, and it's a touchdown. That is Jacob Champagne for his third tutty of the ball game. 41-0. Tigers on top. What a run there. Great athleticism from Jacob Champagne. Again, his third touchdown of the ball game, second on the ground. But plenty of athletes on display here tonight for the Tigers as they line up the PAT. We've got whistles and a stoppage in play momentarily. A player down for Mark Morris. First game of the season, a humid night and new turf. That all equals potentially some cramps. But the Tigers showing no mercy here in this one. It's going to be a fun bus ride home back to Battleground tonight. And I will be very, very interested in keeping my eye on the Tigers throughout the season. As if you haven't seen it before on our YouTube channel, we do have our weekly state high school football talk show, the Pigskin Profits. And, you know, so far on our game picks, I'm actually doing pretty good. This one, just not one of them. And the extra point is blocked. So it'll stay here at 41-0. 4:22 to go here in the third quarter. It's going to be a running clock now here at Longview Memorial Stadium. End of the third. R.A. Long 19, Castle Rock 7 in a local affair between Castle Rock and R.A. Long. That's a surprise, honestly. I mean, the Jacks on a 15-game losing streak entering that one. And, you know, Castle Rock coming off of a playoff appearance last season. Lost their opening game against Eatonville, but still a very positive year overall for the Castle Rock Rockets. And new head coach this season, R.A. Long, getting their fourth year under John Barker. And Barker and company looking to snap that 15-game losing streak and bring a winning streak into next week's game against Mercer Island. And Fick kicks this one off. And it's fielded on the far hash mark. Return out to the 29-ish yard line. And that is Asa Pineda with the return. And the clock is running now. 4:04 to go, third quarter. Tigers putting it on the Monarchs here tonight. A historic ribbon-cutting ceremony unveiling the new turf that the local tax levy helped make possible. And there was Dr. Zorn out there talking about more renovations that are going to come, including some renovations to the grandstands and a visitor's side to sit at, as we've got a handoff up the middle and just maybe a yard there. Tigers closing the gaps quickly so far here tonight. And that looks like Brady Schlecht who got the carry on that one. Motion in the backfield, fake handoff, pass to the near side. Oh my goodness! What a hit! No flags. Yikes. And that is, wow. not what you want to see in a 41-0 contest here, is a guy set up like that and hit extremely hard. Looks to be Charlie Jones who had to wear that one for the Monarchs. Was that Champagne with the hit? Jeez Louise, that guy is all over the place. Oh my goodness. Let's just hope that Charlie's okay after that one. Man, that was a clean hit. Just, they call that the old hospital ball. Stevens is equally just leveled on the far side. Cody Clarkey with an E at the end delivers the hit. Yikes. In the battle of cats here between the Monarchs and the Tigers, it is the Tigers who are kings of the jungle so far. 4th and 19. The Monarchs are going to punt this one away. And the punt is away from Isaiah Guy. And a fair catch, and then a hit after the fair catch, and flags coming in. So, not sure if the Monarch defender saw the fair catch sign. Either way, Monarchs looking to get one of those hits back. It's going to add some yardage, though, to the Tigers' side. Score update from Jake Moe. Wow, what a shocker. Yelm 8, Camas 7. Dogfight for Yelm. Monarchs got some reserve cheerleaders out there. They'll do just about anything to get something positive going. So the last drive, we saw 3 pretty vicious hits there. 2 of them delivered by Battleground, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter. Your score, 41-0. Heading into the fourth, again running clock for the remainder of the ball game. But some big hits issued there towards the tail end of the third quarter. Fans, think about who you want to vote for. As player of the game, I've got one player in particular in mind in the back of my head, and I do reserve the right for foremost authority if there aren't enough votes to determine your player of the game. But so far, the Tigers have had a lot of players do a lot of good things. They've had 2 in particular do a lot of really good things. So I'll let you decide, and hopefully you can read my mind. I want to make sure you're watching. You type in who you think the player of the game should be, because we've got 12 more minutes of action to decide this one. Yeah. Castle Rock gets a touchdown back, 19-14. Ari Long on top as we are ready to go quickly here. Tigers hand it off inside. And it's a run across the 30-yard line near the first down marker. And that looks like Jordan Young on the carry. So now the Tigers inside the 30. They got this one marked down at the 29-yard line. Low throw, and that one hit the turf. Well, they're going to say he dug that out and caught it and is down at the spot. Thought I saw that one hit the turf there. Third down and a long 4 now. And a new quarterback in there for the Tigers as we've got a handoff going far side and a broken tackle. And a flag flies into your screen late as the run was enough to get beyond the marker. But it looks like this one might go against Battleground here. And they do have a personal foul against Battleground. In at quarterback here is Quentin Overholzer. 6'1", 190-pound junior. So Overholzer coming in for Ethan Adams. His night appears to be over. The backups are going to get some playing time here in the first game, and for the good reason. They're winning by a lot. 41-0, under 10 to go in this one. And this one's officially going to be marked down at 3rd and 17 for Battleground. And we got a quarterback keeper. Not much going on there, maybe 3 yards. So Overholzer gets a couple. I appreciate you, Jake, for keeping us all informed. And it appears to be punt formation for the first time tonight for Battlegrounds. And it's a high snap, and it's on the ground, but picked up, and it's away. And it's good, and a fair catch. And the ball secured there at the 9-yard line. Decker Bartel there to field that one. I regret to say I didn't see who punted that one away, but that was a hell of a kick considering. Under 8.5 to go. I see some good suggestions here for player of the game. Coach better light him up for that shit. My first year as a kid at Mark Morris High School, I don't care if they suck, but it can't stand if they're going to play dirty. That in regards to the fair catch signal and then the hit after the fair catch, as we've got a ball on the turf covered up by the Monarchs at about the 2-yard line. I would say that that's really, it's kind of hard to tell if the kid saw the fair catch signal. It was like a half wave, you know. It wasn't like the full on, you know, like above the head where it's like super obvious. But yes, considering that there were 2 big hits right before that the Monarchs endured, you could maybe make an assumption that there was some malicious intent there, but I'm not going to go there. Just glad everybody's okay so far, as we've got a handoff inside and maybe a couple yards there at about getting to the 5-yard line. That's Brady Schlecht. Ridgefield has taken the lead against WF West, 21-13. Noah Curry, punter for Battleground. Man, no scope, you're just sniping them. I love it. And we got a player down here for Mark Morris. Well, fans, the clock is stopped for the injury timeout here. 6 minutes, 32 seconds to go in this one. Again, Jake, thank you so much. I don't think Battleground's playing dirty at all, Jake. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why one would say that. Carlisle Scott. Good mind reader. Knows what I'm thinking. I like it says no question at the end. And that might be a safety there. And it is. The Tigers get 2 more as the Monarchs, with their backs against their own end zone, can't come up with any forward progress. The Tigers add 2. Clock running, and they will get the ball back 43-0. I'm with Mary. Neither team is playing dirty so far. I'm on that fence. I will die on that hill. Let's find the safety button here. There it is. 2 points for Battleground. 43-0. Not very often you find the safety button in high school football. Well, it was definitely a special night here for the city of Longview to get a chance to come on out and see the new turf at Longview Memorial Stadium. Obviously, they're probably hoping for a better result. Last score update I saw from Linden and Ferndale. Ferndale on top 14-7. I didn't have the guts to pick Ferndale, but I had that sneaky suspicion. Linden's on like a 27, 26 game winning streak or something like that, and the last team to beat him was Ferndale, so that only makes sense in that rivalry. But the last time Ferndale did win, Linden just went on to win a state championship, so it doesn't really matter. And this kick bounces back in the field of play. And this is Boniek, and Boniek cuts it up and has some room, gets it out to the 40-yard line in Monarch territory. 4:19 to go in this one, clock running. So the Tigers will have great field position, which has been a theme so far tonight. Ball spotted at the Monarch 40-yard line. And we got a direct snap and a keeper, and just short of the first down marker is Overholzer. And he's going to get about 8 on the play. Jake Keller says, glad you tried and had fun. That's all that matters. Good game, Mark Morris. Yeah, it's good sportsmanship. Absolutely. I'll say this for Battleground, for a team that won 2 games a season ago, this is a good start. This is a really, really, really good start. Got a tough schedule in front of them, playing Skyview and Camas and Union. We got a timeout with 3:04 to go. Jake, you happen to have a score update at all for us on the RA Long game? Mark Morris is in for a rough year, I think, says Heraldo Boy. Yeah, I wouldn't really read into it too much. I think that they'll still get their fair share of W's. There's going to be some winnable games. I think Battleground's just a lot better than they were last year ultimately, and Mark Morris is still going to try to figure out a way to get their legs underneath them, so to speak. Replacing a lot of guys. I still see a couple wins on the schedule here for Mark Morris this year. When all said and done, this is a 4A versus 2A, scheduled game. So, handoff out of the backfield. Short gain on the play. Looks like toting the rock out there is number 22. Now that should be Tristan Harrier. So I get a chance to call Harrier's name for real this time. I called his name for the touchdown earlier, but again, that touchdown on the first drive belonged to Jordan Young, the true number 20. Motion out of the backfield, and we got another handoff, and Harrier cuts it back up inside. Shifty looking to break a tackle, unable to bounce it outside, but still picks up a lot. Moves the chains down to 1:50 in this one, and we do have a timeout here on the field. It looks to be a injury timeout for a Tiger down, and it looks like it's number 73, Zaid Felix Estal. Battlegrounds 4A, yep. You guys are doing amazing in the comment section. Now if everybody could just do exactly what I told you. I know most of you have. Hit the like button, hit the follow button, subscribe button, bell notifications. I don't know what it is. The kids make videos. My son would tell me what to do. But we're going to have games every week here in the Greater St. Helens 2A League. Love to have some of y'all come on back. Maybe we'll even do some postseason performances elsewhere, depending on how things go. Jake Mo says still 19-14. Jake, do you happen to know a Kelso Timberline score by chance? I would love to get that. But anyway, it's been a good game so far for Battleground. Now, Monarch fans, don't worry about it. And we're ready to go. Tigers are going to run some more plays. Harrier lowers the pads, picks up 5 inside the 15. Still plenty of season left for Mark Morris and for Battleground alike. It's just week 1. But we'll have a very, very brief post game here and then wrap things up. Going to be writing the game story for the Daily News tomorrow morning or online tomorrow morning. So I got to run down and get some quotes. Clock running now down to 45 seconds. And it's going to be a knee. And that should do it. 43-0 is going to be the final score in this one. And let's go check in over there on that Battleground sideline here. All right, 43-zip. Your score here at Longview Memorial, the inaugural game on turf, will go down in the history books as a Battleground Tiger victory via running clock here on September the 1st, 2023, as both teams will line up and shake hands. Mark Morris in action next week on the road against Astoria. Next Mark Morris game will be here in 2 weeks as part of a Greater St. Helens League 2A league opening doubleheader. R.A. Long will play Hudson's Bay, and then Mark Morris will play Columbia River. 5 o'clock and 8 o'clock start times on the 15th of September. Our player of the game tonight, no question about it. If you question it, you don't know sports. Number 4, Jacob Champagne. 2 rushing touchdowns, 1 receiving touchdown, 1 tremendous hit on defense. He is our player of the game here on the N2 Media live stream. First time doing a Battleground football game, and the Tigers did not disappoint the fans at home or the fans in attendance. We will be live again next Friday for more football. It's going to be R.A. Long's turn on the new turf. They will take on the Mercer Island Islanders of the 3A, I don't know what league it is up there, Kingco, I think, but something like that. Start time 7 o'clock. R.A. Long looking to finish it off with Castle Rock 19-14. Smash the like button exactly. All right, guys, you've been awesome. Appreciate everybody coming on out to the live stream. Again, your final score, Battleground 43, Mark Morris, nothing. Fans, you can rewatch the game anytime on this channel or the Facebook page, N2 Media. The @ symbol is @Northwest News Media, and then on YouTube it is just simply N2 Media LLC. I am Nick Sisson, your host, and I do appreciate everybody coming on out. What a performance tonight by the Battleground Tigers. They're 1-0. Mark Morris 0-1. Great debut for starting quarterback Ethan Adams, the sophomore, with a couple touchdown passes. But our player of the game, Jacob Champagne, 3 touchdowns total in the contest and 1 devastating hit issued on defense, and a whole lot more throughout. All right, well, gonna cut the live stream off here in just a second, guys. Hope you get home safely if you're not home. Otherwise, just stay safe at home. On behalf of N2 Media, this is Nick Sisson saying so long. We'll be back for our next live stream coming up Tuesday, Civil War softball, 7 p.m. Did I say softball? I meant volleyball. It's not softball season. Civil War volleyball, Tuesday. It's still the first broadcast of the year. I'll work out the bugs. Thank you guys so much. Hope you all have a great night.